Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. As I begin to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, a subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's get right into the messages to see what the higher energy has in store for us tonight. And the message that's speaking the loudest says that you figured it out. You figured out how to create a force field around yourself as a means of protection, as a means of safeguarding your healing energy. You're coming to terms with it. This force field that you're creating, or that you needed to create, protects you and allows you to navigate throughout this life with a little bit more dignity, with a little bit more grace, and being more attuned with the energy that you have. And this force field is protecting you away from any energies that may bring about confusion for you. It's as if you're not allowing yourself to be around people, energies, or things that tends to muddy your mind, disrupt your energy, no matter who or what it is coming from. You're no longer engaging, you're actually disengaging. And you're not allowing that energy to penetrate this force field, impacting you in a very negative way. And not only that, what I can see here is that this force field, or this energetic protection that you have created around yourself, is safeguarding you from sinking down into being a nurturer, always wanting to nurture people's worlds, no matter how sad their story may be. You're not diving in and getting your hands dirty, telling them what to do, how to fix it, and how to solve their issues. You're now taking a more reserved stance, checking in with your energetic and spiritual body to see if you have the energetic capacity to engage as a nurturer. And if you don't feel it, you don't do it, you don't move forward. This is allowing your energy to move in more of a fluid state, a more seamless state of energy, giving you much more of a reserve for yourself to be able to flush out or to pick out what you have time for, to what you are available for. Now you're more conscious of what you're entertaining, what you choose to engage your energy with. And this is creating radical changes not only for your life, but to your heart. Is allowing your heart chakra to be opened in a way to feel the changes moving throughout the cosmos, sinking you into a much more diplomatic state, so that you can ground this intellectual or this esoteric side of you. What I'm seeing here is that this force field is allowing you to be more of a spiritual person. What I mean by this is that you're now more available and more ready to ground this spiritual part of yourself, because this is where your healing journey has taken you, taking you a little bit further into the depths of spirituality, understanding that this is no longer a hobby for you. This is a way of life. This is a part of who you are, and you may be integrating it in a way that allows you to live in a much more fruitful way as a spiritual person. Before, you may have struggled with both sides of you, being the human version of yourself and then being the spiritual version of yourself. But now that you're able to ground this in a much more professional way, the energies of the very people who are radiating on this very same wavelength can now come towards you, can now align with you. This is what you wanted. This was your ultimate desire, to be able to cultivate more spiritual relationships, more relationships from people who are on the same path that you're on. This is what this energy is speaking to. Not only that, this energy is stepping you much more closer to your power. But you have to stay on this side of town. You have to stay in this spiritual element in order for you to access the level of power that is available to you. And it shows up in community. People will see the leader that you are. They will register this esoteric or this spiritual energy, seeing you as a leader, as an icon, seeing you as monumental. What I'm hearing is that some of you are being seen as a counselor, being able to provide some wave of information, some wave of knowledge that the people in your community don't have. Yeah, because your personal medicine stone is here connected to your genius or your sophistication. And for those of you who are new to my channel, personal medicine signifies the gift that you're here to deliver on this planet. This has everything to do with why you're here. You're here to deliver the goods. And the fact that your personal medicine is in community, it lets me know that it will not show up to you or reveal itself to you until you reach the people, until you are in community. This is a collaboration between other entities and other beings that will draw out your gift, will draw out the reason of why you were born here. And the fact that it's attached to your sophistication, it lets me know there is high science here. There is an intellectual property here associated with your personal gift. And what I will do is I would like to pull some clarifiers to get more information around your gift and the sophistication that it's attached to. Give me 1 second. What is this gift that the collective is bringing out for the community or within the community? And the cards that came out were Healer to the Healers, Give Back, Togetherness, and Storytelling. See, your gift has to do with the fact that you are a healer to other healers. You are the leader to the leaders in the community. Meaning that due to your journey and the experiences that you have gone through, it has propelled your level of knowledge, your level of information, your encyclopedia around what spirituality means. These gauntlets that you have gone through, these turbulent energies, drawed in a wealth of knowledge and information that other people around you have yet to go through. Or even if they have encountered it, they have yet to find someone who have solidified themselves with the wealth of knowledge in the way that you have. This is a part of you giving back. Giving back to your community, giving back to the world, the wisdom that you have gained from your hardships, from your pain. It was for a reason. And now the stars are aligning or synchronizing itself in a way to allow you to express it out. This is why your gift is in the community. Because it's about togetherness. It's about you sharing your stories of what you've gone through, of what you've been through, so others around you can lift themselves up or have the opportunity by way of finding someone like you who have gone through the very same thing, which registers in their psyche the possibility that they can make it out of whatever they're going through. That's one message. And the other thing that I'm downloading is that they need to see someone who has successfully penetrated themselves throughout different dimensions and different worlds to help them make it make sense for them. A part of this has to do with the fact that the experience that some of these people are going through, they don't have any form of registrations for. They can't find people who are just as spiritual as they are to make that connection. Somehow the sophistication of your energy and being who you are, where you are, allows people the opportunity to relate because you are relatable. You are in that same age group, in the same demographic, in the same region that they're in, and you have gone out to the stratosphere. Now you live to tell the story. Now you live to tell the stories of how other people can get to a new elevated space for themselves. They can feel the difference in your energy once you ground yourself in the right way and accept this spiritual part of yourself, which will cement you in your power of this information that is coming from your gift will flow to the people like water. Your wisdom will skyrocket because your senses will be able to pick up on where they are in their journey. And you can relate because you were once there. And these are the tools and mechanisms that you have used to get beyond it. You're not there necessarily to get down into their world, to get your hands dirty and be overshadowed by their experiences. But this is speaking to you simply connecting yourself back into the world around you and merely sharing the information that comes to you as you see fit. This is a gift. This is your sophistication. And once you get in contact with these people, you will be able to pick up on everything they're speaking about without even uttering a word. People will start to share all that they're going through and their experience, and somehow the wisdom that is coming from your psyche will know what it is to convey to them to help them see more clearly about the reality of their existence. Wow. The community is going to benefit from you. This is about purpose. This will give you the opportunity that will let you know that what you have gone through was not in vain. You didn't suffer the way you suffered for no reason. It is here to gain or extract the wisdom out. Now you're sitting up in the community like a guru, like a griot. No matter your age, you can be young, old, whatever. Sharing with other healers who are on their path trying to ascend, how to get themselves from point A to point B. Period. Wow. Very powerful message, you guys. You're here for a very specific reason. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's Healing Circle. And if you're still here with me tonight, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to shift the energy to see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with you all at this time. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with the collective? And the cards that came out were hostility, peace, expression, and subspace window. What I'm downloading here is that you're pushing back against hostility, any toxic energy, any negativity that may present itself in your world right now. You're turning a new leaf in terms of what peace means for you. You no longer want to participate in that side of town. You no longer want to engage in that way anymore. You're leaning towards peace. You're leaning towards expressing yourself in a much more vulnerable way. You want to be open, honest, free, happy, joyous. You've made it this far in your journey. Now you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're tired of going through the gauntlets and suffering and dealing with toxic energies that has taken you down to a lower level side of you that you spent quite some time there before. Now you're looking at the opposite side. You're turning your cheek and looking the other way. You want more out of life. The exhaustion that your body has endured by going through trauma and pain. Now you're saying enough is enough. By God, you're no longer engaging is what I'm seeing. Now you're leaning more on a healthier side. This speaks to the initial message about you creating this force field around yourself. This is self-protection and the desire for you to express yourself in a more loving way, in a more honest way. You want loving relationships. You want healthy relationships around you. You want to give and there's reciprocity in return. You want to care about people without always having to be the one that talk them off the ledge. You want relationships where there is camaraderie. You want to just enjoy people without always having to be a healer, without always having to be of service. And this page is twofold. On one end, you know that you're destined to be a healer to the healers. You know a part of your mission is to help others elevate and transcend. But on the opposite side of this coin is that you want to enjoy the peaceful side of life. You want to be able to go out and express yourself and to be free. And what you're finding is that there is still a spiritualness in this and the freedom of your expression. You're finding this subspace window that allows you to be a little bit more joyous, allows you to laugh and find the humor in the midst of the darkness. Because if you don't laugh and you don't find the joy in it, you're always weighed down by the heaviness of your journey. You're looking for the feather, the lightness, the fluffiness. This is transforming you on a much more deeper level, which is allowing you to be much more liberated, much more freer. And to say like, no, I'm not going to subscribe to the analogy of just suffering, change, and tribulation as if this is the end all be all for what spirituality means for me. You're opening up a new portal, a new reality for yourself in the way you look at obstacles, in the way you look at tribulations. Yes, I'm going to help you get beyond it, but I'm cleaning my hands after and going to have a nice meal. Or you're looking at the obstacles like, yes, a big boulder is in front of me, but I'm going to get beyond it quickly, fast, in a hurry, so that I can get to a much more fruitful side of life and enjoy the pleasures. And this may be causing you some degree of challenges by shifting this perspective. You've been conditioned, not only from childhood, that suffering was it. Suffering was your way to love. Suffering was your way to give. Tough love was the way to be. What you're coming to find out is that the kinks in your back may need to be massaged out. You don't want someone to kick your back in to get the pain out. No, I need a massage. I need to be soothed. I need to be held. I need to be loved. And even in the midst of this peaceful side that you're opening yourself up to, you felt yourself deepening your knowledge in spirituality, deepening your consciousness in the other world to let you know that there is a possibility, even in peace, to go further in the depth of consciousness, to go further into other dimensions, and finding the joy and the laughter in it is twofold. And this is your opportunity to open up the other door, to say that peace is still available to me. All I have to do is take the plunge and resist the conditioning that pain is the only way to get to the other side. This is profound. You're turning the page and writing a new chapter of what it means to be spiritual and enjoying the peaceful side that you've always longed for. Very powerful reading. And thank you all for joining me in tonight's Healing Circle with your loving and vibrant energy. Some of you have really found the joy and the lighter side of your spiritual journey. This is new, and it's a new world. If you've come from a heavy space, it's quite beautiful. And I'm excited to see that some of you have made it here. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to close out tonight's Healing Circle. Thank you all for contributing your loving, powerful energy to this Healing Circle. And with that being said, I'm going to close this out, and I will see you all at the next